What up, Fan Basic? Welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm just working on the cabin again. I'm having to bring in one of the bathrooms. These are the original studs. I'm going in and putting 2x6s, and I'm having to strip them down to make them the right size. Because these 2x6s are too long, I'm having to cut off a few inches. Because they're 1/8 inch too wide, I'm having to rip them. 5 minutes, put in one stud. It's ridiculous. What took you so long to come out? Next time I tell you to come out, you come out. You got it?
Got it.
Now get in the house. You're in timeout for disobeying me. Get in there. If you had come out sooner, you wouldn't have been walking in the rain. I'm gonna film you. I'll know if you play with anything. I wanna watch the video back. So you're sitting there for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Don't play with anything. Say something to me? What? Sorry for what?
Morning, guys. It is the morning that I'm speaking at the women's retreat. My alarm didn't go off today. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Thank goodness I'm not like the first speaker. I must have set it to PM. I've done that before. Hey guys, good morning. Nicole and Nikki. The Nicoles and Nia. Kind of rhymes. We just had a little bit of breakfast and we're going to walk over to the room where people speak and we sit and listen. I think so. But I don't go for hours, so I'll have plenty of time to settle in and get used to this. Get used to this crowd. I'm getting a little nervous now that I'm here.
giddy little thing in my heart, and I was like, I have the perfect person that I want to speak. I want to welcome my friend, Nia Ranger. I remember in high school, I was sitting with a group of friends who were seniors. We were all talking about what we were going to do, like go to college, what were our dreams for our future. And I will never forget, I was talking to a friend, she was like, I'm going to go, I want to be a doctor or like a physician's assistant, whatever. And somebody else was talking about studying marine biology. And they're like, what about you, Nia? And I'm like, I really just want to be a stay-at-home mom and get married to Sam. That's about it. Then we had our first little one, that's a Symphony. So I was still just turning 22. I had Symphony, Sam, we had got our first home. And then we added more. This is Abram, my second son. And I was living my personal dream, my personal fairy tale. But as our platform began to grow, all along we told ourselves that God has something big for his, for his glory, for his kingdom throughout all of this. And we don't know what it is. We don't really know what the purpose is. We just know like we're just supposed to talk about him and show the light to the young kids and young people with kids. And about 2 years after that, I found out some very, very important news. His name was on the list of this Ashley Madison. I don't know if some of you remember it, maybe you heard about it. But let me just tell you that when this happened, my world was just like collapsed. Along with this, do you not know that the wrongdoer will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither the sexually immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who have sex with men, nor thieves, nor the greedy, nor drunkards, nor slanderers, nor swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. That is what some of you were. But you were washed. You were sanctified. You were justified in the name of the Lord. I had one prayer during this time. I was so mad, you guys. Like, God, this year, and you're going to have to literally spell it out from the yes or no. And he said, I've already given you the yes. Here, Mitch.
How was it?
There's the ditch I dug. Can't tell if it's moving or not. It's supposed to be moving under here and out that way to get the water from going under the house. Oh, I see it moving. Okay, it is moving that way. I see it moving. It's going that way. I'm gonna go out this door and see if we can see where that water's going. Make sure it's actually going out this way. See the water? All that water is coming from the back of the house. Look how fast it's moving. I created a river. Sucker! Thought you were gonna flood my foundation. I don't think so! So I finished my wall in here. As you can see, this is how far I had to come out with the old wall was up to this point. Obviously, I had to come out this far, the whole wall. This space right here is 5 feet now, perfect for the bathtub. This is where the toilet will be, the tub drain, and the sink. On to the next job of the day. I want to cover it up like I did this beam to match that beam and make it a nice, pretty cedar beam dividing the living room and the kitchen. Another job I hope to take care of this weekend is to frame out for the bathtub. I gotta create a frame about this size so the bathtub can sit in it, and then create some kind of bench or something connecting the shower. I still haven't figured all that out in my head, but I figured out how to feel more joyful as I'm doing this, and it's to be thankful that I even have the ability to do it. Thankfulness is like the answer to all our problems, I think. Thankful for the rain. Thankful for you guys. I mean, come on. That's what I had to rip off those 2x6s. That's a lot of ripping. That is a nice, clean, straight cut. Look at the scrap piece too and see how clean the cut was. That was my best 45-degree rip yet. That's because I really learned all the things that can go wrong, and I did what I could to prevent those. One being the kind of blade. You gotta have a really good blade, and it's gotta be more teeth the better. Right now I gotta cut 3 more of these just like that. Feel good, that's working.
We had dinner, played outside, and we had a bath. How was your bath? Bath. You all clean? Juliet had this really stinky smell in her room. I couldn't find where it was. And I opened up her diaper genie, and the bottom had not been secured, so all the diapers were just falling down into it. And the smell was like penetrating her room. It was disgusting.
So this part right here is tricky. Getting that piece to go in there at a 45-degree angle on both sides and fit in there perfectly. What you have to do is you have to put a piece of cardboard up there. You have to trace that out and transfer it to the bottom side of the board. I've tried several ways for that beam and learned the hard way that this is the only way to get those lines perfect. So let me get this underneath my clamp. You just gotta kind of go from end to end and get it in there. Now I'm just gonna trace it. I'm gonna go down, all the way down. Now, you take it down. Now I just cut it out with the razor. Cut that out and then trace that onto the board that I'm gonna cut. Not a perfect fit, but it looks really good. Just got to go back over it with some wood filler. You want to be able to see those gaps, put a little bit more screws in there, tighten it all up, and then I got to cut one more of those for this end.
Well guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming along with me today. It was seriously like
just one of those experiences I know God has been preparing in my heart for years. It's so crazy to me that I lived through such like a traumatic experience, such a heartbreaking experience, and here I am almost 4 years later. I got to speak about it and give a testimony over it in front of women, and I'm so just excited about it. Like, God has just brought me through such turmoil in my life, such hardships, and he's been so good to me and so faithful to me. And it's so exciting to be on the other side of that, sharing it with other believers and other women and other wives out there. Like, I just can't explain to you, my heart is so full when I think about the fact that I'm no longer where I was at the beginning of that story. And I know you guys didn't get to hear my entire testimony, but it was 40 minutes long, and I ended it in a way that I want to share with you guys too, that, you know, the fairy tale and Prince Charming story did not pan out for me, but God's story will always prevail. And I'm so thankful that I get to be a part of his story, his beginning for my life, his middle for my life, and whatever he has for the rest of and until the end of my life. It's his story that I want to live, not a fairy tale version. God has planned my steps. God has planned my story. And on that note, don't forget, guys, he loves you, and remember to love each other.
And action!
Hi, Mama.
Say hi to the viewers!
What you doing, babe? Wanna go down the water slide?
No!
Why?
Because it'll get my butt all wet.
Oh, okay.
That you can't hold when you can't make it on your own. I promise you are not alone. We're in this together. I'll be your shot.